You know, what kind of girl is she? She seems like a real bitch.
This is no simple reform. It really is a revolution.
And her name is G. L. Whoa. R. I. G-L-Y.
A little girl given the responsibility of taking care of a crazy mother.
Exactly. I just knew she couldn't always take care of herself. And it was scary.
It's a long trip from a wrong side of the tracks childhood in the Midwestern United States to a celebrity-studded charity ball held recently in New York, an event she only reluctantly attended. And the irony of eating caviar for the benefit of the starving doesn't escape her, but as she says, it pays the bills for a political campaign or the bail money for political activists.
The predominant reaction to the women's movement was ridicule. It took us a long time to be taken seriously enough to be opposed.
And not a reform.
Wherever we went, there would be these huge crowds, and people would stay for hours afterwards and talk and form groups. It grew into an idea for a magazine. We were terrified. We were going to embarrass the movement by creating something that wasn't successful, but it was supposed to be on the newsstands for a couple of months, and it was just a little over a week, and it sold out.
I was a Playboy bunny.
Well, under another name, I went to write an expose of being a bunny.
And here, 20 years later, the Playboy bunnies are still hopping around the landscape at the various clubs. Hugh Hefner is still making a lot of money. All those kinds of things are still very successful and popular, aren't they?
And in any case, even if that weren't true, I personally would not want to go down in history as Hugh Hefner.
This is no simple reform. It really is a revolution. Sex and race, because they are easy, visible differences, have been the primary ways of organizing human beings into superior and inferior groups, and into the cheap labor on which this system still depends. We are talking about a society in which there will be no roles other than those chosen or those earned. We are really talking about humanism.
But was there a pause, or was there actually a failure that led, in a sense, to still having to come to this reckoning today?
No, this is part of a huge and growing movement that has always been global, but now is much more visibly so. I don't think anyone who has watched your very good reports this evening can fail to understand that the women's movement is still necessary, more alive than ever. Every public opinion poll in my country, in your country, shows that. But of course, we're attempting to cure a basic problem, which is the desire of various patriarchal systems to control, often with violence, women as the means of reproduction, and therefore to control reproduction. It hasn't always been true in human history, but it's been true for a very long time, and it goes very deep.
Like tell you about now, baby.